Greetings everyone, and welcome to another special Halloween Closer Look. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of sets I have of one of the all-time great spooky shows for kids, one that I grew up with myself, Scooby-Doo Where Are You? On DVD and Blu-ray. Let's check it out today on a closer look on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Now, Scooby-Doo is, of course, easily the most successful, popular, and endearing and enduring characters to come out of the stable of characters from Hanna-Barbera. It started back in 1969 as just a nice little spooky show for kids about a group of teenagers and their talking dog solving mysteries. And it was pretty much an instant hit. The original series, Scooby-Doo Where Are You?, has been in syndicated repeats forever, for as long as I can remember, certainly. It spawned countless spin-offs, additional series, a lot of direct-to-video movies and TV movies, a couple of live-action movies. Scooby-Doo just seems to be one of those characters with universal appeal. Just about every generation since it started has their own version of Scooby-Doo that they grew up with. As much fun as many of the sequels, spin-offs, and movies and whatnot have been, you just can't beat the original. There's just something about it, some kind of magic, I don't know, whatever it is. It's a show that still, as an adult, I enjoy returning to again and again and again. It's just wonderful. So let's head on down to the black box and we'll check out the DVD set and the Blu-ray set that I have, as well as a little surprise thrown into the mix. Let's check it out. Okay, so first up, we'll start with the Mystery Machine set of Scooby-Doo Where Are You? The complete series. All 41 episodes in this cool replica of the Mystery Machine. Now, this, of course, is the re-release version in a cardboard version of the Mystery Machine. The original release was actually in a plastic toy version of the Mystery Machine, which actually was a little more, formed, I guess. So, very cool. So the way this works, I'll go this way so you can see a little better, is you just slide the back of the van out. And it's a nice, sturdy van. No pictures inside, although it does kind of look like tire treads on the bottom there. You see just the little track for it to slide out on. It's very nice. So then inside, same kind of color scheme. Very nice. And then the back of the van there, of course. Nothing on the bottom. So it's basically just an oversized keep case in between two little cardboard pieces to hold it in place. So definitely all about the display piece. So let me just zoom in a little bit here and we'll get a better look at the keep case. There we go. So just a thick keep case here. So it's 8 discs containing all 41 episodes spread across them. And we crack it open. Get all the contents disc by disc listed on the inside of the case there. Very nice, colorful disc art. Different disc art for each disc, which is quite nice. Something you don't see very often these days, actually. A lot of sets just have the same art on every disc, just having the different disc numbers. And there we go. And the last disc is actually a bonus disc. So why don't you take a look at the Mystery Machine, and we'll go over all of the extras that are on the set here. There we go. So let's take a look here. So there's nothing on disc 1, just the first 7 episodes. The disc 2 has the next 7 episodes. And special features, we have Scooby-Doo's Ultimate Fans and Get the Picture, How to Draw Scooby-Doo and the Gang. And that's it for Season 1, is those 14 episodes. In Season 2, Disc 1, we have the first 7 episodes, and then 2 special features, Funky Fashions and America Loves Scooby-Doo music video. Disc 2 has the final 4 episodes of Season 2, and special features are Scooby-Doo Street Smarts, the favorite cases of Scooby-Doo fans, and Take the Scooby-Doo Challenge. And then Season 3, Disc 1, just has the first 6 episodes. Disc 2 has the next 4 episodes. And Disc 3 has the final 6 episodes. So there were 16 episodes in Season 3. There was 14 episodes in Season 1, 11 episodes in Season 2. So Disc 3 of Season 3, we have Hanna-Barbera, From H to B, how the studio's artists and animators collaborate internally and connect with fans externally. Very cool. And finally, on the bonus disc, Disc 8, we have Scooby-Doo, The Whole World Loves You, celebrating the canine crime solver's global popularity. The Eerie Mystery of the Scooby-Doo History, how the series began. And finally, the Scooby-Doo Gang in their own words. The original Scooby-Doo voice actors share memories. So how cool is that? So that is a really, really nice collection and sure to delight Scooby-Doo fans, young and old. So let's put that back in there. So that's the DVD set, and as far as I know, other than the packaging, there was no difference between this set and the earlier set that had the actual plastic Mystery Machine. Speaking of the original release of the Scooby-Doo Where Are You Complete Series Mystery Van set, while I don't have it, my good friend Skinslip does, and she very, very graciously provided me a whole pile of pictures of her set. So let's take a look at that here. So as you can see, in this case, it's actually essentially a toy version of the Mystery Machine. Really, really nice recreation of it with 3D figurines of Scooby and Shaggy in the front there. We'll take a look as we go. So first off, here's how it looks in the box. So generally speaking, if you're going to display it, you probably want to leave it in the box because it'll prevent dust from getting all over it and whatnot. But some people like to leave it out of the box, a little more hands-on with their displays, I guess. So then here we have the back of the van, that is, not the back of the set. And then here's the back of the set itself, where it lists all of the contents. There's some lovely artwork there. And then here's a nice look at the front of the set. You can see Scooby and Shaggy in the front seats there. And then finally, here's the top of the set. So you can see the top of the van there, and lots of psychedelic artwork on the plastic casing there that is, of course, mostly see-through, but it just kind of adds to the 60s psychedelia of the imagery. It's quite nice. And just before we open up the box, here's a closer look at the backing card from the inside of the case. As you can see, this is an 8-disc set, just like the one that I have. And then here's the mystery van outside of the box, so you can get a much clearer look at the detail on this. It's really, really nice. And then here's the other side. Yeah, I really wanted this set when it first came out, but it just was not in my means at the time, so alas, I missed out on it. And here's a more close-up view at Scooby and Shaggy in the front seats. And if you're wondering how this opens up and how the heck the discs fit in there, well, here you go. You basically just pop open the back, and each disc is in its own individual paper sleeve. And here's a nice view from the side there, just so you can get kind kind of a sense of how they slot in there. So they slot in at an angle. So as you can see, like the depth of the set from the front to the back is not even enough for the full width of the discs. But they put them in at an angle, and then they all fit in there quite nicely. Nice and snug in the pocket there. And it's actually a hard plastic pocket as well, so they're very firmly secure in there. So here's the individual disc sleeves. If you're wondering about the disc art, it's exactly the same. The set that I have is just a straight-up repackage of the exact same discs. All of the disc art is identical on all 8 discs. All the contents of the discs are the same. The only difference is the Mystery Machine packaging and the fact that in the original they came in these paper sleeves, whereas of course in the re-release they came in a keep case. So then here's disc 2. I like how we have sort of a progression of the whole gang running from something. And here's disc 3. And then disc 4. And disc 5. Where we start to see some of the creepy creatures that's chasing the Scooby Gang. And here's disc 6. And disc 7. And finally, disc 8. So you can see from the contents listed on each sleeve there that they're all exactly the same as the release that I have. Just the packaging is different. And there you go. So that's the original version of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine set. Really, really nice display piece. And once again, a huge thank you to Skinslip for doing all those wonderful pictures for us. If you'd like to check out Skinslip's stuff on the web, check out the description where you'll find her YouTube page and her Twitch channel. Her Twitch channel is where she's most active, so that's where I would definitely recommend going. And of course, you'll also find a link to our Discord elsewhere in the description. So next up, we have the 50th Anniversary Blu-ray edition, the limited edition of Scooby-Doo Where Are You? This is actually a numbered limited edition, which we'll take a look at in just a sec here. So there's the side, all the contents on the back, and the other side there. And then on the bottom, we actually have the number. So this one is number 11,082 of 50,000. So not that limited of a limited edition, but anyway, kind of special having a numbered edition, even if the numbers are exceptionally high. So how this opens up is it's basically just a plastic case like that, and the mansion set just kind of slides out. There we go. There is the mansion. So we'll just take a quick look at the plastic case part of it. So you can see there's a whole bunch of see-through parts. There's a nice plastic or a cardboard background there for the haunted house. We've got all the contents there. And slide that back in. The plastic box itself is kind of flimsy, to be fair, and it doesn't quite close properly, but whatever. That's okay. At least it keeps the dust off the actual mansion set, which is nice. So, speaking of which, here's the mansion. Now you may notice we have pictures of the gang in the windows, and this one is clear. If you get a bit of an angle there, it's hard to see, but there's actually a mini Funko Pop in there that you can see through the window. It's hard to pick up on camera there. I don't know if we can get an angle of it. You can see it a little bit there, just a little bit. Anyway, whoops, and the top doesn't really secure very nicely, so we'll just hang on to that. And of course we have Scooby up top. So we kind of have two Scoobies. We got Scooby there, and then Funko Pop Scooby there. And then there's the side. And I don't know how well this will pick up, but you can see, oh yeah, you can see it a little bit. It's actually textured, so it's all embossed. Very, very nice. And there we go. A much nicer look at it there. This is a really, really classy set. I like it. I guess they figured they kind of done the Mystery Machine to death, so this time around they decided to do something a little different. Just a nice spooky mansion. You see some comical chasing going on in the windows there. Alright, so how this opens up, as you probably already guessed, the top of the house pops off. And there we go. Just have some, what is it, yeah, I don't know, just a flap in there to, I guess, kind of hold it in place. But, yeah, so anyway, nice sturdy box. So what we have here is a few things. So here's the aforementioned Funko Pop, first off. Let me just zoom in on that for you. There you go. So you got a little mini Scooby-Doo. Probably just going to leave this in the box as part of the set, so he can forever be peeking out of the window of the mansion. And that's that. Very nice. So next up we have the ScoobyDoo Encyclopedia. So this is a neat little book, just full of all kinds of odds and ends about the show. Some screenshots there. Character profiles. There you go, Fred Jones and Velma. The Mystery Machine. Very nice. This is a very classy, classy. Oh, look at that! You get a cutaway view and all the gadgets and whatnot in the Mystery Machine, which we don't really hear about very often, but, you know, good to know. Some other characters from other Scooby-Doo shows. Good old Scrappy-Doo, which, you know, you love him or hate him. Scooby-Dum, Yabba-Doo and Dusty, Scooby-Dee. Of course, Dynamite and Blue Falcon. Speed Buggy. Gotta love Speed Buggy. Vincent Van Gool, who was, of course, voiced by Vincent Price from the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Great stuff. Flim Flam, Weird and Bogle. Batman and Robin, who met up with Scooby-Doo a couple of times as a part of the new Scooby-Doo movies. I have a couple different DVDs of that. Scooby and Shaggy's Top 10 Eats. So some of the various ridiculous snacks that they made over the course of the series. Very nice. A whole bunch of monsters. Vampires and zombies. We got Gramps the Vamp, Lady Vampire of the Bay, Count Zarko, Vampire Foreman, and Sylvester. There we go. And the man himself, Dracula. And then we got Gypsy, Wolfman, and Frankenstein. So these are like from all across the history of the series. This isn't just from Scooby-Doo Where Are You? And then we got No-Face Zombie, Zombie Lila, Zombie, and Creeper. And, oops, spoiler, who the Creeper actually was. Yeah, blasted meddling kids. And there you go. And a recipe for making your own Scooby snacks. So there you go. Very nice. So it's just kind of a fun little book. It's by far, you know, not even close to being a definitive encyclopedia of all things Scooby-Doo. But it does give you some nice little tidbits. So apparently there is actually a full-size version of it. So this is kind of a cut-down version of what you can get. So you can actually get the full book. And it's, you know, got a lot more info in it. I might actually consider grabbing that, actually. That would be a nice companion piece to this. So finally, last but most certainly not least, we have the show itself. Hey, the actual show is in here, too. What a concept. It's almost like that's what we got the set for. So the show is presented in a nice digipack. Whenever I'm watching it, I tend to just pull this out of the set because it's much easier to access that way. And we just open it up. Just pull back a little. Just pull back a little bit there. Yeah, so in this case, it's not broken down by season like the DVD set was. It's actually just, you the episodes on the various discs. And not as colorful with the disc art, but still very nice. You get different characters on each disc. Scooby and the gang. And that is that. And I think if we look underneath, yeah, we do have some of the mansion artwork underneath the discs there as well. So I powered through the entire first disc of this as soon as I got the set. And absolutely loved it. I gotta say, the Blu-ray looks really good. It's very very bright and colorful, and you can see a lot of detail in all those beautiful painted backgrounds that we could never see before, and it's just great stuff. So, I mean, if you're a fan of the original Scooby-Doo, then it's definitely worth picking up this set. Now, one thing, of course, it doesn't list on the Digipack is where all the extras are. So, your guess is as good as mine. They're all in there somewhere. I would guess kind of spread across the 4 discs. So, what we've got here is some new bonus features. A Scooby-Doo for Everyone, 50 Years of Scooby Snacks, My Life with Scooby-Doo, Frank Welker's animated journey, and Scooby-Doo and the Lost City of Gold trailer. So actually pretty light on extras, considering that this is the 50th anniversary edition. You'd think there would be more in there. There's actually more extras on the DVD set. Now, that said, you can get the DVD set fairly cheap. Maybe not the Mystery Machine set, but there are standalone sets you can get. So as long as it's not the same edition as this, like the 50th anniversary edition, if it's the older Complete Series edition, you should be able to track down those extras if you want, because there's definitely some good ones on the DVD set that sadly don't seem to have been ported over to this release. So we'll just put everything back together here. We got the encyclopedia and the discs. Want to make sure that Funko Scooby is looking out the window there. And we have our digital copy code as well, which I'll just slide in there. And there we go. And just want to make sure that Scooby is looking out the front of the mansion, which is there, because that's the way it goes. I guess, does it even matter? Can we put it both ways? Yeah, you can put it both ways, but then it looks weird. Scooby's looking out the back. And the top doesn't have anything. I don't know, I guess that way there's only one Scooby-Doo looking out the front. But I don't know, I like to have him looking out the front, so there we go. We got the whole gang there. Plus, on the back, we actually do have Scooby in the door anyway. So then it would really be 2 Scoobies on the back. And that would just be silly. We don't want to do that. So, just open up the box again here. Very cumbersome box. But that's okay. It keeps it all safe. And most importantly, it keeps the dust off. So there's a lot of nooks and crannies on the actual mansion there that I'm sure would accumulate dust in ways that it would be impossible to clean. So there we go, the 50th anniversary Blu-ray collection and the re-release of the Mystery Machine DVD collection. Definitely a few reasons to have both. I mean, if nothing else, they both make really nice display pieces for any of the Scooby-Doo fans in your household. Plus, as we discovered, this actually has more extras than the 50th anniversary edition, but they both have extras that are unique to both editions. And there you go. So 2 very nice collections of an absolute classic animated series. Hope you enjoyed. Now, of course, as always, if you'd like to add either of those, the DVD set or the Blu-ray set, to your collections, I will include Amazon links in the description down below. Big thanks to those of you who use my Amazon links. I do get a little kickback every time you do. Doesn't cost you any extra, but you're helping to support the stream as you shop through my links. So I really appreciate that, guys. So, that is it from me to you for now. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. Big thanks to my Patreon sponsors. Be sure to catch me on Twitch. I stream just about every day, and I will see you next time. Until then, sayonara.